Hey second graders, Miss McCormick is back again. We're going to do something a little different this week with our words. Because we're adding suffixes or endings to our words, we need to know whether we need to double that last consonant or change the last letter to something else or drop the E. We need to follow all of those rules. So we're going to use this doubling chart for single syllable base words. This is going to be found on Edmodo. If you can join this group, that's where all the forms will be. This form comes from the Phoneme Grapheme Mapping book by Catherine Grace, and it's an absolutely wonderful book for understanding the phonics rules and how to change letters and all of those kinds of things that we'll be doing today. So we're going to be answering these questions that are here on this chart to know whether if all of the questions are answered yes, then we will double the final consonant of the base word before adding the suffix, or if any answer to the questions are no, then we will not double the consonant before adding the suffix. There's a couple of examples on this page. We don't have time to get into those. Let's go ahead and get into our words. The first base word that we have is try. The I is spelled with a Y in this word. Our ending is going to be an ED. So let's answer the questions. Does the base word have one syllable? Try. It has one vowel sound, so it is one syllable. So that's yes. Does the base word have a short vowel sound? Try, I. No, that's a long vowel sound. So that's going to be a no. Does the base word end in one consonant sound? No, it ends in a vowel sound, so that's a no. And does the suffix begin with a vowel? Yes, it begins with an E, so that's a yes. So we've got a couple of no's. So we will not be doubling it because the answers are not all yes. Any answer is no, so we will not be doubling it. But before we do that, we have to know the Y rule. If a letter before the final Y in the base word is a vowel, you will keep the Y and add the suffix ending. If the letter before the final Y is a consonant, then you'll change the Y to an I and add the suffix, except any suffix beginning with an I. So, the letter before the final Y is a consonant, so we'll change the Y to an I before adding the ED. ED does not start with a I, so we don't have to worry with the exception. So, the word is going to be change the Y to an I and add ED. Tried. The next base word is going to be try and ing. Trying is what we're going to try to make. Let's complete the chart. Does the base word have one syllable? It has one vowel sound. Yes. Does the base word have a short vowel? No, it has the I sound. It's a long sound. No. Does the base word end in one consonant sound? No, it ends in a vowel. Does the suffix begin with a vowel? Yes. It actually begins with an I. There are some no's, so we're going to use this column. We will not be doubling it. So we've got TR. Now let's look at this Y rule. So we have the letter before the Y is a consonant. It says we'll change the Y to an I and add the suffix, except any suffix beginning with I. Well, this suffix begins in an I. So we will not change the Y to an I. We leave it as TRY and add the suffix ING. Trying. See why it's important to know the phonics rules, because it plays a big part in what we do. The next base word is going to be plan. Plan. We're going to add the suffix ending ed. Does the base word have one syllable? Plan. It's only got one vowel sound, so it is one syllable. Yes. Does the base word have a short vowel sound? Yes, it's a closed syllable. One vowel followed by one or more consonants. It's closed. The vowel is short, so that's a yes. Does the base word end in one consonant sound? Is one consonant sound? Yes. Does the suffix begin with a vowel? Yes. We've got all yeses to these questions, so we will double the final consonant in before adding the ed. P-L-A-N-N-E-D. Planned. We'll do the same base word, plan, and let's do the ing ending. I'm not sure if I focused this right. Let me hit autofocus right quick, guys, just to make sure this is as clear as possible for you. It's going to auto check it. There we go. All right, planning. It has one syllable, yes. The vowel is short, yes. It ends in one consonant, yes. The suffix begins with a vowel, yes. All yeses. We double the N before adding the ing. P-L-A-N-N-I-N-G. Planning. The next base word is going to be like. Like. The suffix ending is going to be the ed. The base word has one syllable, like, and only has one vowel sound. Remember, this is a silent E. The E is making the I say its long sound, I. So it has one syllable. So it's is it a short vowel? No. That's a long vowel sound. Does the base word end in one consonant sound? K. Yes. And does the suffix begin with a vowel? Yes. Well, we have one no answer, so we have to come over here. We will not double the final consonant before adding the suffix. But we have a silent E. Here, look. We have a silent E and then another E. Well, we need to know the silent E rule. So here's the silent E rule, found on page 262 of the Catherine Grace book. When a base word ends in a silent E, we will drop the E before adding a suffix that starts with a vowel. We will keep the E, silent E, before adding a suffix that begins with a consonant. And as stated in the book, there are some exceptions, but the words that we have on our list do not follow any of those exceptions. So, let's take a look at that. Our suffix starts with a vowel, so we're going to drop the E before adding the suffix ed. So we have L-I-K, drop the silent E, add the ed ending. Liked. Let's do another base word of like, and we're going to do liking. It does have one syllable. It does not have a short vowel. It does have one consonant ending, and the suffix does begin with a vowel. We have a no, but we have a silent E. A silent E with a suffix beginning with a vowel, we will drop the E. So we have L-I-K, drop the silent E, add I-N-G, liking. Let me try to squish all this in. Okay, So that's the information for the first part of this list. Obviously, I don't have enough room on this form for part 2, so I've got to make a separate video. Please come back and watch part 2 because those words have ER and EST, and we have to deal with those in a little bit different way. All right, see you in part